Hi, today we will be doing the recipe of orange caramel custard. I thought that normally caramel custard we've always been eating and we always like it. So why not give it a little twist and present to you some recipe which is a little different but on the similar lines. This is really a lovely recipe. The sweetness and everything and the texture is like caramel custard, but that with little citrusy zing to it. Let's begin with making the caramel. Now this caramel would be enough for about 6 ramekins. So I have kept these ramekins aside, and we have to work really quick with this because if we don't work quick enough, then the caramel starts to solidify. So for the caramel, we will require about half a cup of sugar and about 1/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons of orange juice. I can make this caramel even without the orange juice, but the reason why I'm using this orange juice is that it is going to make a lot of difference to the final product. When it will go with the custard, the orange flavor in the custard will blend beautifully with the caramelized orangish flavor. Okay, I've added about half a cup of sugar, and to this now I'm adding 1/4 cup of orange juice. I'll take 2 tablespoons extra, which is about 1/8 cup. Now the sugar is beautifully moistened. Now put on the heat. And we'll heat it on the medium flame for about 8 to 10 minutes. It will take about 8 to 10 minutes to turn nice brown, golden brown color which we need. I'm going to stir it a bit so as to ensure that the sugar melts quickly. I think this much should be enough. And let's wait for the caramel, for the sugar to start caramelizing. It will take about 8 to 10 minutes. Now if you see, the caramel is ready. It's nice and brown and goldenish color, and I need to quickly spoon it in the ramekins. If I don't do it, then it will solidify and we'll not be able to then put it in all our ramekins. Put generously because maximum amount of sweetness is going to come from this. Beautiful, beautiful golden brown color. This is exactly what I wanted. Just swirl it a bit. So that it coats the sides of the ramekin. In case before swirling, if you feel that the caramel has solidified, even that's okay, because when we'll put the custard inside, it will spread properly all over. So our ramekins are ready. I'm going to put them aside, and now it's the time for us to work on the custard. For custard, we will require about 2 cups of milk. Now I'll be making this custard in the same pan in which I had made the caramel. Now if you remember, in the caramel I had added some orange juice to it, and as orange juice is citrusy, I'm going to first add a tablespoon of flour, plain flour, to a cup of milk, and then I will add it over here. This plain flour helps with 2 things here. It will prevent the milk from curdling, though the possibility is very low, yet I don't want to take chances with it. And second thing is, it helps in setting this custard really well. So let me add about a tablespoon of flour. I'm adding it in the cup itself, and milk. Let me mix it well. We need 1 full cup of milk, and it goes in this pan. This tiny little whisk, trust me, it helps me far more than other big whisks which I have. It helps me in stirring the coffee well. It helps me to stir these tiny little things which are without causing any spilling. So now this is the 2nd cup with another tablespoon of flour which is going in this pan. I'm making it in the same pan in which I have made the caramel because I want that little bit of that caramelly flavor to come in this milk also. Now we'll heat the milk. Basically we want to scald it. Now what is scalding the milk? Scalding the milk is heat it well. We are not going to boil it. Just heat it. Make it hot. So we are scalding the milk, and once it's done, we will mix egg yolks in with sugar, get them ready, and then add this hot milk to it. Now that's a little tricky thing to do, to add this hot milk to the eggs without letting the eggs turn into an omelette. In the meantime, let's separate the eggs from the whites. Okay, the milk is scalded, if you see that, and our milk is ready. We are going to use 3 egg yolks and 1 whole egg. More number of egg yolks are used in a custard. I've always seen it gives a better consistency, and it gives a better consistency to the custard. So this is the way how I separate them. There are many different ways of separating egg yolks from egg whites. So this is 3 egg yolks, and now I'm going to add 1 full egg. To this I'll add about 1/4 cup. This is 1/4 cup. Yes, 1/4 cup of caster sugar. You can also put granulated sugar. It's completely fine. I prefer caster sugar because it mixes well and it's quick to make. And just whisk it together to mix it well. We don't have to whisk it like how we whisk it when making cakes and all. The idea is just to incorporate the sugar into the egg yolks, and the whisking has to be continued when we'll be pouring this hot milk into this egg and sugar mixture. And put little by little. Okay, now this mixture of egg yolk, eggs, sugar and milk is ready. Now to this we will be adding orange zest and some orange juice. I'm going to take out the fresh orange juice for it because I have oranges ready in the house and I love the flavor of the fresh orange juice. Now we make the orange zest. The best way to do is I use the peeler and just go peeling. Don't peel it too deep because otherwise it tastes bitter. I'm going to take the zest of about 2 oranges and 1 small lemon. Whenever you are grating the lemon for the zest, ensure that you don't take this white skin, because if you take this white skin it will make it really bitter. Now to this zest I'm going to add about a tablespoon of sugar and then mince it. It's too less a quantity to run it in the blender, so I prefer to use my chopping board and the knife. By adding sugar to this, it takes away the bitterness from the zest if there is any. This is done. Now this is what we are going to add to the milk and egg mixture, but before we do this, let's get some orange juice ready. So there will be about 3/4 cups of orange juice and 1/4 or about 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. I don't know how it works, but I've always seen a combination of the two makes the orange juice taste much better. So let's begin. So we have got about 2 cups orange juice from 2 oranges, and it's important to sieve the lemon or orange juice to avoid any kind of seeds going in your main dish. I love the color of this orange. Look at this. There is something different about when we use the fresh orange juice. Particularly the sweetness is very well balanced. So we'll take about 2/4, 1 and 2/4 cups of orange juice and about 1 small lemon. While adding orange juice or lemon juice to it, you don't have to worry about the milk getting curdled or the custard getting curdled, because you have now eggs in it, you have 2 tablespoons of flour in it. There is no way that it can curdle. Just mix it well. And now to this, add the zest and the sugar mixture. Again, mix it well, and now pour it all in your already prepared ramekins, which has got caramel sauce in it. And by this time, I'm sure the caramel has already solidified. See, if you see, it's solidified. Even on touching, it's all solidified now. In all these 6 ramekins, we are going to put this custard in it and then bake it at about 160 degrees centigrade. Custard is ready, and let's spoon it in the ramekins. Now we put these 6 ramekins in the water bath and bake them at 160 degrees centigrade for about 55 minutes. Perfect. Now I'm going to put these ramekins for the custard for baking. The oven has already been preheated at 160 degrees Celsius, and it will take about 55 minutes to bake. 55 minutes of delicate heating. After 55 minutes, I'll wait for it to cool down, and once it comes down to room temperature, I'll refrigerate it. It is always served cold, and it tastes the best when it is served cold. Now this is a treat for my Real Reviews team, for my friends there. So this you'll get to see tomorrow. Hi Neha.
Hi Manisha.
I've got some orange caramel custard for you guys today.
Oh wow, my favorite.
Yes, what we shopped the other day.
Wow, can I taste?
Yes, you can. Wait, I'll plate it for you.
You know, nobody makes custard with orange sauce.
Yeah.
But this is like really amazing.
This is inspired by a Spanish dish where they make orange flan out there, which is basically a caramel custard with orange flavor and orange juice that goes in. So I really liked it, and I said this is something which I must try.